guys, welcome back to the channel and happy Pride Month. I'm sorry I missed you guys last week, but I really needed to take a break from making videos after all my mermaid content went out. I just decided that I needed to take a little bit of a break from the series videos and focus a little bit more on some individual projects so that I don't get myself too overwhelmed. Having said that, I have another series for you guys. I was trying to come up with a video for you guys that would have some sort of relation to Pride Month. I really wanted to celebrate in some way, especially since I knew I was going to be a little bit less active after Mermay. And I realized I don't think I've done a random color generator challenge on this channel yet. I've done this challenge before on my Twitch back when I was streaming in 2020, and I had a lot of fun with it. And what I thought would be really cool was to do a random color generated challenge, but instead of the colors being generated randomly, I have to take the colors from one of the pride flags and use those in my art. So what I went ahead and did is I looked through as many pride flags as possible and picked a few that I thought would work for this challenge. I gave myself a few stipulations. I knew I wanted at least 3 colors. I excluded black, white, and gray because I did really want to get a very vibrant piece. So with all those parameters in mind, I did come up with a list of 7 pride flags to pick from. Obviously, we're not going to get to all of them this month. I think I'm only going to be able to do 3 videos in this series since I skipped the first Tuesday of June, but I did still want to add that randomly generated element into this challenge. So we're going to be using these 7 flags. These are the flags that I have chosen for this challenge. We have the Progress Pride flag, which is distinct from the traditional pride flag because it has the triangle to include POC, transgender, and intersex members of the community. We have the lesbian flag, the pansexual flag, non-binary flag, bisexual, gender fluid, and polysexual flags. And forgive the ugly color wheel, I couldn't figure out how to change the colors. I wanted to make it rainbow, but this is what it gave me. Now, some of these flags I know off the top of my head. Some of them I can't quite remember what the colors are, so I'm gonna have to look them up as we go. But I'm very excited for this. I haven't done a randomly generated color challenge in a long time, and I think with the pride flags, it's gonna give us some really interesting results. So without further ado, let's go ahead and make our first spin. Okay, here we go. We got non-binary. Okay, this is one of the ones that I'm not entirely sure what the flag looks like, so let me go ahead and look this up real quick. Why did I include this one? Wait a minute. Wait, how did this one get in? This only has 2 colors on it.
I knew I wanted at least 3 colors.
Well, I'm not refilming the intro to this, so this is gonna have to do. At least the colors are nice. I'm gonna have fun with this one, but I don't know how this snuck through because I did set the stipulation of at least 3 colors that were not black and white, and this one only has 2 colors that are not black and white. But we're gonna make it work. So let's go ahead and switch over to our drawing screen. All right, so the colors in this flag are really vibrant. I think most of the pride flags are pretty vibrant, but this one in particular is giving me very summery vibes. Like I'm kind of getting the feeling of lavender and lemons. I'm kind of thinking it would be really cute to draw someone enjoying a nice lavender lemonade. I think that would be adorable. I'm not entirely sure what I want to do for the pose. You know what? Scratch this. I'm feeling like picnic vibes. And then all the picnic food around them can be some variation of like lemon lavender flavors. I think that would be really cute. And they've got a cute little iced tea here. I've completely forgotten how to draw hands holding something. Let's put a lemon slice on there. You can do some lemons in the drink itself. And a little sprig of lavender too. You know what? I'm actually just now remembering at my old job, right before I left, they rolled out this like lemon, I think it was a lavender lemonade actually. And it was really tasty, but my God, it was so expensive for what you were getting, which was lemonade and lavender syrup and a sprig of lavender on top. And you didn't even get a refill. All right, how do I want the legs here? Kind of thinking just one over the other. Should I do some foreshortening on this so that the feet are still in the frame? Yeah, something like that. Just a very relaxed pose. Got the lemonade in one hand. Maybe there's a pitcher right next to them as well. You know what? The image that I have in mind is not going to be utilizing these exact colors and only these exact colors. So I think I'm gonna change it up a little bit. It's my challenge, I can do what I want. I think what I'm gonna do is just draw some characters and scenes inspired by these colors and then try to include the colors in the picture itself. I think I especially have to do that for this one because I only gave myself the 2 colors. But I think that's a good compromise. I think that'll work. Bring that head a little further off the shoulders, just so they've got some breathing room. I'm gonna keep this character pretty androgynous. Not to say that non-binary people have to be androgynous. I mean, the majority of non-binary people that I know certainly are not, but I just think it'll work for this character. Although I do kind of feel like a picnic calls for a sundress. Well, actually, before I say that, let's see if I can draw a dress on a character that's sitting down, because that is surprisingly difficult to do. Ooh, but then I can get like the flowy fabric all around. What do we think? I don't know why I'm asking you. Tell me in the comments what you think. It will have no effect on the outcome of this drawing. I think I rather like that. That's very cute. I'm gonna raise this shoulder up a little bit since they're leaning on it. You know what I suggest? I've just come to this realization recently, but do you know what I suggest for young artists that are trying to learn anatomy? Go to the gym and, okay, that sounds creepy. Don't go to the gym to look at other people, but go to the gym to work out. Like, go to the gym. Because I have noticed when I can feel where the muscles are that are being worked out, and I can see what my own body and muscles look like in the mirror, I found it's actually a lot easier to sort of picture that anatomy when I'm drawing it. I think we'll do boots. Just because I know how to draw boots and I don't feel like trying to figure out how to draw something else. Just gonna sketch in the blanket that they're sitting on. So let's do a dish here with maybe, I don't know, like a lemon lavender cake on it. We'll just lay the sprig of lavender across the top here. Maybe a lemon slice too. Cute. I'm gonna drizzle some frosting on it. Oh, that looks good. It's like a lemon pound cake. All right, let's get to the face of this character. I don't think I want him looking at the camera. I'm gonna do an eye focused on something in front of them. Like maybe whoever they went on the picnic with is showing them something. That's my lore for this drawing. I'm also kind of sitting here wondering, I haven't fully thought out this video series, but I'm kind of wondering if I should be doing the rendering off screen or not. Because obviously the whole point of this series is the colors, but I don't want to make you guys sit here through the line art. Maybe I'll do the line art off screen and then I'll come back for the colors. Head sitting a little far back on the neck. I'm gonna scooch that forward ever so slightly. Something's wrong with that back eye. Let me draw the nose in, see if it'll help. And then I think the eye should maybe go inwards. I think that's better. The second eye is always difficult. Ooh, you know what I just thought of? As I'm in the middle, I gotta give this person hair. I keep like getting distracted and doing something else. But I do just really quick. This is gonna be a redemption for my last Mermaid entry because I drew tattoos in the sketch for the Cecilia character and then I forgot to put them into the render. So I'm going to give this character some tattoos and I'm going to make sure to include them in the render this time. I'm gonna do some lavender sprigs. Should I do lavender and lemon? Is that too on the nose? What else is purple and yellow that I can tattoo on this character? I can do a sunflower. Might be cute. Maybe they're working on a flower sleeve. Kind of looks like a daisy. I'll look up what sunflowers look like, don't worry. Maybe some violets. I guess I'll have to look up what those look like too, because I don't think that's right. Okay, stop procrastinating on this poor person's hair. I think I want to do short hair, because this whole piece has a very like summery, warm feel to it. And I want to give them short hair to kind of lend to that breeziness. Although here's the thing, I can only draw one short hairstyle, and it's this one. I don't know if I like that. Let's try some curls. I always run into a problem when I draw short curly hair of adding way too many details. So I'm really trying to rein myself back right now. Ooh, what about a cool side shave? I was initially just gonna do like a top mop, whatever those are called, but I think a side shave would suit this character really well. That's shaved. Those are my shave marks. Here I go, adding in too much detail. All right, stop. I rather like that. I still think their head might be sitting a little bit too far back on their neck. Whoops, did that help? Yeah, it did. All right, well, there's the character. Just detailing out the boots a little bit so that I don't have to fight with the line art too much. Something about boots in a dress, I just think it looks so cool. And this iced tea just looks a little bit big now that I've finished everything else. Needs a fun straw, actually. How could I forget the fun straw? All right, well, there's my non-binary character. I'm gonna go ahead and do the line art off camera so that you guys don't have to sit through it, but I will be joining you guys back here for the coloring because obviously that's what this whole challenge is about. All right, I'll see you guys in a minute. Hi guys, I'm back with some line art for you, and it looks like we are about ready to color. Let me go ahead and bring up my reference again of the non-binary flag. I did notice while I was inking this that the purple on the non-binary flag is definitely not a lavender purple. Lavender is a lot softer, more pastel, whereas this one is pretty vibrant, I want to say. But we're gonna go ahead and go with it anyway. I honestly think this piece is gonna be so summery and fun. I'm so excited for it. Okay, so first thing I wanna do is just color drop into the background real quick. And I'm kind of thinking we just go for a very, very nice and easy blue sky and a green hill. I just want to start with that, and then we'll do some color adjusting as we get the character colored in. So like I was saying previously, I think this has become less of a random color palette challenge and more of an inspired by the color palette challenge. So instead of sticking to the exact yellow and purple that are in the flag, we're gonna go ahead and just use as much yellow and purple as we can in this piece. I'm even gonna try and throw in some black and maybe a little bit of white in there, since we have both of those shades in the flag. Gonna go ahead and start by just getting this skin blocked in. I did remember the tattoos, did you notice? Very proud of myself. Now I'm not entirely sure where we're gonna include black and white into this. I'm thinking right off the bat, the shoes can definitely be black, and maybe instead of a blue sky, we can actually do more of like a really, really pale white, almost gray sky. Because I don't want it to be like white. Maybe we'll do a really, really pale blue and just a lot of clouds to kind of give that white appearance. So there's our pale blue. Let me just sketch in some clouds real quick. This is actually the white that I use for all my drawings. Instead of it being like a really true white, it's actually a very, very light gray. But unfortunately, you can kind of tell that it is light gray on this very, very pale blue background. So I might just have to switch it up and actually do a pure white this time. I really want to go overboard with the clouds here because I do want this to be almost entirely white. There we go. And I think if I just go ahead and color adjust that to pure white, see, that's too much. Let's do instead, let's go ahead and do blue again and just make it a really pale blue. There we go. I like that. The green grass is definitely going to have to change at some point, but I'm going to worry about that later. Finish off the skin here because I forgot to do the legs. And then I kind of want to start by just filling in the things that I know are going to be yellow and purple. For example, I really want this blanket to be like a yellow and white gingham. Oh, and there's a place that we can put in a little more white. Perfect. There we go. I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to fix this in post or not, because this is obviously a very sloppy gingham pattern, but these are the colors that I want on the blanket. We'll see if it needs to be fixed later. Wow, that's bright. I need to stop being afraid of colors, but that is extremely disorienting. All right, something I know I want to be purple is their hair. I really want a nice, vivid hair color. And maybe the buzzed section can be a bit more of a natural color. I am trying to go fairly quickly because of the recording, but at the same time, I definitely don't want to make a bunch of mistakes that I'm gonna have to clean up in post. So I'm doing a little bit of like a slightly rushed, but also careful coloring. And it's a combination that's making me feel a little bit anxious. Ooh, you know what? The natural hair color, we can probably do black and add a little bit more of that black side of the flag in. I'm just gonna color it in purple first, and then I'm gonna clip the black to it, just because that's how I like to organize my layers. Just realized I forgot to finish the hairline at the bottom here. All right, and then we'll fill this bottom part in black. Got the bottom half again. I literally just did that. Cute. Okay, what else do we want to do here? The lavender is definitely going to be purple. And I think I'm just going to do anywhere there is lavender, I'm going to go ahead and color it in on the same layer. That way they all stay the same color if I need to adjust it later on. Lavender on the cake, lavender in the lemonade, lots of lavender. And then right next to the lavender, I'm gonna put a separate layer for their leaves. Lavender leaves are like a really, really pretty, almost gray color. And anyone who knows me knows I love working in really desaturated colors, so I absolutely love the look of lavender leaves. I'm still deciding what color I want the dress to be. I was initially thinking yellow, but I feel like if the dress and the blanket are both gonna be yellow, that might overwhelm it a little bit. Let's just go ahead and color in the boots here while we're contemplating. Here's a fun question. Comment down below if you are a digital artist, what your favorite color fill method is. Because I obviously really like doing the outline in color and then fill in the outline. But I have some friends that just go in and kind of color in like this until it's filled. And then I know some other people who use the lasso tool, which I have tried using before, and I'm just so scared that I'm gonna accidentally deselect something and all my hard work is gonna be gone. All right, boots and socks are done. Let's go ahead and color in everything else before we do the dress, and then I think however much color we have on the page will kind of be the deciding factor of what color the dress will be. I just had a wild idea. What if I make the dress black? Is that too much? I feel like that's kind of insane. A little gradient on the lemonade, get that nice purple color so that we know it's a lavender lemonade and not just lemonade with some lavender stuck in it. For the ice and the glass, what I'm doing is I'm just filling it in with white, and then I'm lowering the opacity so that it looks clear. It looks kind of see-through. For the glass, I did 25% opacity and I just put it on top of everything that's supposed to be inside of it. For the ice, I'm thinking maybe I'll go with 75% opacity. Maybe a little less. We'll do 70. That's about 70 right there. I think that's good. Got this delicious looking lemon cake, which is going to be a bit duller than the blanket underneath it. And honestly, this is all just going on one layer. Not too worried about separating things. Okay, let's do the lemon slices. I love drawing lemons. For some reason, I just really like structuring them, like drawing the rind first and then the fruit bit and then going in and detailing the different slices and the, what's it called? The part between the rind and the fruit. The pith, is that right? Anyway, they're fun to draw. Finish them off with some white details. Perfect. Beautifully juicy, ripe looking lemons. I'm kind of feeling like the dress is gonna have to be some form of purple because there's a lot of yellow in here and I don't see enough purple being represented. Glad I saved that for last because I definitely was initially intending the dress to be yellow. All right, let's go ahead and do these sunflowers, or sunflowers singular. And then the violets underneath that. And then I actually didn't know this when I was sketching them out, but violets actually have a little dot of yellow in the center, which makes it even better for this piece. All right, well, it looks like that's everything aside from the dress for the yellow and purple parts. So I really think the dress is gonna have to be some form of purple. Let's go ahead and start by pulling straight from the flag. I think we can kind of adjust it from there. All right, well, now it kind of seems like there's too much purple. I'm kind of thinking, even though I love the hair color, it might need to be changed to yellow because I feel like I need to mirror the blanket somehow with the top of the canvas. So the hair might be a good place to do that. Let's see, where's yellow? I think it's somewhere over here. I just need to brighten it. There we go. Yeah, let's really get a good highlighter yellow going on because we don't want it mistaken for blonde. We want yellow. Is it too on the nose to give the dress some gradients? Kind of something like this. Is that too much? I'll mess with that. I think I'll mess with that in the render a little bit. But I'm gonna go ahead and stop the base coloring right now. I have decided I am gonna finish the render of this off screen, and that's just the shading, the highlighting, adjusting the background a bit so we don't have this big eyesore of a green blob behind the character. Of course, detailing the skin, the eyes, all that stuff. All that I'm gonna go ahead and do off camera, and I will meet you back here with the final project. All right, I will see you guys then. Hi guys, welcome back. I am finished with the non-binary piece, and as you can see, it looks a lot different from where we left off. I of course shaded and fully rendered everything. I did the plaid pattern on their dress. I made the liner on the ice cubes and everything inside the glass colored to sort of make it look like you were looking through a translucent object. And of course, the biggest change is I really tweaked the background, and instead of making this character having like a nice spring or summer picnic, they are now having a nice refreshing lavender lemonade on a crisp fall day. I took out all the greens in this piece and replaced them with a lot of like really warm yellows and oranges, And the reason that I did that, one, I wanted to get more of the flag colors in the piece, and two, I just couldn't get the green to get along with the purple and the yellow. It was clashing too much, it looked really weird, but once I let go of the green foliage and switched to yellow, I think it turned out way, way better than I ever could have gotten with the green. So I'm very happy with this. I think it was a little bit of a struggle at first trying to find the right colors, but what we ended up with I think is really stellar. I'm gonna go ahead and post this on my Instagram. It should be going up today, Tuesday the 13th, so if you want to take a closer look at this picture, you can find it there. You can also find me on Twitch. In fact, I'm going to be streaming some art tonight. For the month of June, I'm working on a big multi-character piece on my Twitch. It's all of my LGBTQ plus characters from my monster universe all in one piece. It's the most characters I've ever put into one piece, and I'm starting the line art on it tonight. So hop on over to my Twitch if you want to see that. If you want to see a speed draw of this piece, I'm going to be posting it to my YouTube Shorts at the same time that I post this video. So you can head on over there now and check that out. If you want to see some more speed drawings of mine, I also have a TikTok. And if you want to support me a little bit more, you can find me on Patreon. And depending on the tier level you subscribe to, you can get everything I do behind the scenes, all my sketches and work in progresses. You get all of my content 3 days in advance, including videos like this one. You get archives to all my live streams and exclusive art that I don't post anywhere else. You can find that all on my Patreon. I am Threadwing under all those socials. And lastly, make sure you guys subscribe so you can find your way back for next week's video and we can find out what flag we're doing for our next Pride color challenge. I love you guys so much. Thank you for supporting me by watching this video, and I will see you all next week. Bye.